All right, welcome, folks. Mil Spec Ops Monkey here. It is going to be Sunday, 11/27/2022. It's about 11 a.m. Central Time, coming to you from the great state of Texas. And yeah, it has been a hot minute since I've done one of these Monkey Minutes, partially because I was in Israel for almost 3 weeks, and I am back now. And then, of course, we hit the busiest week of the year for the shop here. So don't forget, tonight at midnight, our Black Friday sale ends. But right now, you get 10% off everything in the shop. And just use the word Friday at checkout, and that's going to be your discount code. And anyway, ends tonight at midnight. So, all right, without further ado, let's hop over here to our board and see what we got going on. But I will tell you, remember, this is stuff that is not covered by the mainstream media. It's typically stuff that is biblically related. And you'll see that as we get into it, because we're going to talk about how it interrelates with the Bible in these cases, okay? All right, so we'll kick it off here with Putin is actually asking for the creation of a digital payment system for international settlements. Now, this is important because keep in mind that he's not the only one out there doing that. There are many, many world leaders right now, including our own Flashbang, who are pushing for digital currency. Just remember, that is just one more piece of the puzzle when it all ties to Revelation 13 and the Mark of the Beast system. It's all about control, and if you can get everybody off the dollar that they can't really control when it's changing hands, and you get them all into that digital side of the house, then you got eyes on everything going on, and you've also got control. It's just a control mechanism, along with all the mass surveillance stuff that's out there. And yeah, don't think for a second these little devices we have in our hands with the little apple with the bite taken out of it isn't related to the Garden of Eden. Yeah, that's no coincidence. There's no doubt about that. So, all right, let's move on over here to U.S. bird flu outbreak officially becomes worst on record. They're saying that 50.4 million birds were culled. That means they killed them here in the United States. And that was what the data showed this past Thursday. And it says earlier this past week, that the outbreak at a commercial turkey farm in South Dakota resulted in tens of thousands of birds being culled to avoid the spreading. This was enough to top the previous record, just that extra 10,000 of 50.5 million in 2015. Man, that's a lot of food that is not going on the table because of this. You can see the map down here, the counties affected. It's all over the U.S., pretty widespread. But anyway, we will move onward and upward. Now, this is kind of cool. Azerbaijan's president is now signing a new embassy deal in Israel. Remember that it was Trump that actually kicked this whole thing off in 2018. And here is one of those shots. I just actually stood in front of the U.S. embassy just about 2 weeks ago. And yeah, this was Trump kicking that off. That is Jerusalem stone behind me on the wall. And yeah, that was May of 2018. So he is the guy that actually started this whole thing. And many, many countries have moved their embassies to Jerusalem, recognizing that it is the capital. And so this just adds to the list. So pretty cool. All right. Now over here, this one is kind of neat. This is the Western Journal. A strange Paleo-Hebrew inscription found in ruins under Jerusalem appeared to confirm the biblical narrative. Very interesting there. Now, this is actually on the outside. If you see this, I was just there 3 weeks ago. This is Hezekiah's tunnel, and I will show you what that tunnel looks like. But this pool right here, as you come out of the tunnel, is actually the spot where Jesus healed the blind man. You may remember he put blood or mud. I started to say blood. He put mud on the guy's eyes. Actually spit on his hands, put mud on his eyes, and told him to go wash it in that pool. And he opened his eyes. He'd been blind all his life, and healed the blind man right there. So now, if you want to see what this tunnel is like, it is a half a mile long. Let me just show you. I just walked through this tunnel. This is Hezekiah's tunnel, and it's under the city of David, outside, or I guess it is in Jerusalem. But check this out right here. This tunnel is super duper narrow. And they hand chiseled this whole thing all the way through. This isn't modern technology where they blast it with dynamite. It goes on for a half a mile. I spent quite a few, probably 15, 20 minutes walking through this with a bunch of other folks, and I was in the front of the line. Some of these areas are very narrow, and if you turn off your light, it is completely pitch black. You can't see your hand in front of your face. It is actually, it will definitely drive your anxiety as you get through it. But that's where it comes out right here. And that tunnel actually goes from one side to the other. And that's actually coming. That's spring. Gideon Springs, I guess is what you would say. That you see the water down there on the bottom. And it has been since diverted, but that's where it originally came out and went and flowed into this area here with the pools, etc. And a lot of stuff. But this goes back, that limestone fragment that they found dates back to the 8th century BC. Pretty cool, nonetheless. All right, let's move on out of that. Here is one for you. This is Italy. Widespread destruction after a massive landslide hits the island. You can see the debris build up here. There's cars in there, houses. There's all kinds of stuff. But they're saying, in this thing, it says at least 3 people were killed, 9 others remain missing. I thought I saw a higher number, closer to 100, in some of the other reports. But nonetheless, it's pretty amazing when that happens. That stuff breaks loose, and it takes anything and everything with it. So that's over in Italy. And then last up, don't lose sight of this one. Uganda extends a quarantine in Ebola epicenter for 21 days. This East African nation has so far recorded 141 infections since the outbreak. I think it's 51 deaths. You can see these guys suiting up and spraying each other off as all of these people line up outside of it. I wouldn't be anywhere near it, be honest with you, standing around watching these guys do this. But nonetheless, that's some real stuff. I think it spreads very quickly. And I want to say it's about a 40% chance, maybe even 50, if you catch it, that you are going to die from it. So pretty serious stuff. So, all right, listen, that's going to be our Monkey Minute for this week. We'll see you next Sunday with the next one, God willing. And that's we'll see you tomorrow with the next sit rep. You guys be safe out there. Stay frosty and keep that powder dry. God bless. Monkey out.